the great setup continues, and on our way home from our vacation, we're reading this book, Joel Osteen's I Declare, and a good friend of mine gave it to me for my birthday. And on this day we read, I declare breakthroughs are coming in my life, sudden bursts of God's goodness, not a trickle, not a stream, but a flood of God's power, a flood of healing, a flood of wisdom, a flood of favor. I am a breakthrough person, and I choose to live breakthrough-minded. I am expecting God to overwhelm me with His goodness and amaze me with His favor. This is my declaration. So it's very interesting. So we get back from vacation, and doors open, and I have this opportunity to tour a ranch that had gone up for auction in Comfort, Texas. It's called Ribbon Rock Ranch. It is an $18 million piece of property enhanced. Gorgeous. I mean, drop dead gorgeous. It's the type of place, honestly, Brad Pitt and Angelina rented it this summer. And I'm going to show you pictures. Todd will put some pictures up in this video for me. But I had a personal tour by the owner of that ranch, showing me his property, but his personal 10,000 square foot house that he built for him and his wife, showing me his and her ginormous closets. And I'm just following him around, walking through this house and seeing this gorgeous property, multi-million-dollar piece of property. And my faith is just expanding like wildly. And I attended the auction where there's all these multi-millionaires sitting up there bidding on the place. And they had waiters and waitresses in tuxedos serving drinks and hors d'oeuvres at this event.
We're down to 15 seconds. This is the end of the race. And 10, 8, 5, 4, 3, 4, 2. On behalf of Concierge Auctions, it is my pleasure to announce this property is sold. $6 million. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Real estate, testimony. We have one goal, that is to accomplish yours. Thank you, God bless. Enjoy the evening.
And I am just totally feeling out of my league, but my faith is growing to believe that God could make a way for us to have a gorgeous healing center on a piece of property. So the ranch ended up selling for $6 million, and it's no longer available for even renting for our healing center right now, but that's all right. God has a plan. So then what happened, I want to share what happened with my husband that was just crazy wild favor. And so the Lord opened a door, and a businessman in town who is an inventor and a genius and has a product they're going to take to market, and he was given percentage of this company along with a extremely wealthy businessman in town. The three of them are starting up this company, and the prediction is a crazy amount of money that my husband could actually make in 1 year's time what would have been his 10 best years of his career. So God is so good, and the favor that He opened the door in my video about the exodus to Texas, that was such part of the great setup and building our faith, a leap of faith to take a risk and move our family 1,500 miles across the country to Texas, and we didn't even know the details or if anything would work out. And so this is just a crazy awesome blessing. My faith was continued to build. Also, my friend Lisa Carpenter started her business, and it was released to the public, LisaLacroix.com, L-E-C-R-O-Y.com. And I remember when Lisa sat at my kitchen table with sketchings of the boots and the fashion industry that she was entering, that she just on a dream that God gave her, stepped out in faith to start a very high-end boot fashion business, has been traveling all over the world to get this thing underway. And it was just released this fall, and it just built my faith so much to watch what God is doing with Lisa and her business, to take it from a little dream and sketches on paper to a very successful company. And in our church, there was a word released this summer about reversal, and that was beautiful and built my faith as well. We've seen this year alone within the church body, cancer reversed, healings happening, and one of the families that had their 16-year-old daughter was in a car accident that had a less than 1% chance of survival, and she walks and talks today as if nothing ever happened, and it was a miracle. So the great setup, the faith building year is just beginning, and there's so much more to come, and I'm so excited to be releasing this Selah Healing Oasis here in Kerrville, Texas, and how God is just opening doors and making a way when there seems to be no way. It honestly is one of the easiest projects I've ever undertaken, because God is in it, and He's in it every step of the way. I mean, every day He just amazes me with a new connection, people just coming out of the woodwork saying, this is what I have to bring, these are my gifts and talents, and how can I serve here? How can I be a part of this? And just like my friend predicted, it's as easy as apple pie. And so she said that the Lord had laid out, here was the recipe, He laid out all the ingredients for me, and all I had to do was stir the pot and we'd be making apple pie. So it's as easy as apple pie when you do it God's way. So this is the declaration I want to leave you with today. I declare that I will live as a healer. I am sensitive to the needs of those around me. I will lift up the fallen, restore the broken, and encourage the discouraged. I am full of compassion and kindness. I won't just look for a miracle, I will become someone's miracle. By showing God's love and mercy everywhere I go. This is my declaration.